did that take place?
I played 5 years. It was from 2001. I retired in 2005.
Okay, so I graduated in 2001, so that was during that time period. I do remember that.
Right. And I was one of the first signees. And listen, Brad, I was done chasing a dream. Like, I'm coaching at Westside. It was going into like my 3rd year, and the team comes along. So my wife convinces me. She's like, "You need to try out." I was like, "I'm done chasing a dream. Like, I'm done. I'm 26 years old. Mm-hmm. Like, I still work out really hard, but I don't want to play football anymore." But she literally begged me. She said, "Give it one more shot." So when I found out that the team actually paid a little bit of money, had dental insurance, health insurance, I was like, this is a legit professional league. So I tried out, and I ran a 4.440, like a 4.49 at age 26, because I started training for it. So once I'm in, the way that I am, once I'm in, I'm all in. So here I am, 26 years old. I got Coach Bruce behind me, Coach Davis behind me, wanted me to do it. Coach Taylor, all the West Side awesome family. They were right. So they came to my tryout. I ran, like I said, I ran like a 4.4940. I had a 40-inch vertical, and I had the fastest shuttle time. And I was one of the first people to sign. And I had a blast in that league. Like my first 2 games, I scored like 7 touchdowns. They threw me the ball like 9 times. And I just had a blast, man. And I tried out with an arena football team. I don't know if you remember Kurt Warner that played quarterback with the Rams.
Yeah.
He was in the arena league at that time. And I tried out with his team.
Oh, wow.
And at the time, I was in college, just young, didn't know any better. I was like, I don't want to play this football. Like, I want to play outdoor football.
Right.
And I ended up not making them. I think they were the Iowa Barnstormers. And I didn't. I flew out and tried out, didn't make the team. So full circle comes around. Now Macon gets a team, an arena team. But I really enjoyed it, man. I was older when I was like I said, I was one of the oldest guys on the team. 26 as a rookie.
Sometimes like just being a little bit older, you kind of realize what
you think more clear.
Yeah.
You're more thankful for your athletic ability. You know the game, and with me especially coaching, like I knew the game, so
it's like you had a whole nother perspective.
Yeah, so athleticism with the brain, knowing the game, coach's mentality, but you still can play. Like I wouldn't trade that for the world.
Can you tell me about how did the American Ninja Warrior? How did that adventure come about?
Well, I've always wanted to be on that show. Before the American Ninja Warrior, I used to watch the Ninja Warrior from Japan. Mm-hmm. That's where it originated. And I was like, dude, I want to do that so bad. But I never, back then I didn't have the money to travel to Japan, to be on that show, because that's where the show was based. And then when the American Ninja Warrior came, I was a little older, but I still wanted to do it. I think I was in my 30s when it first started to do it. And I was like, I want to be on that show. So one day, I think I was 43. I decided I'm gonna write NBC. I'm gonna apply. So I wrote them one year when I was maybe 42, and I didn't get accepted. So there was an American Ninja Warrior training facility in Atlanta. So I started training up there. All the ninjas would fly in and train like a month before the show. So they're all in there, all guys I admire, want to be like, as far as the show. Mm-hmm. And I asked them, how can I be on the show? So what happened was I was sending the wrong type of film in. I was sending stuff of me working out and doing football drills, but they wanted to see things related to the show. So I started training with some of those guys, and it was an actual Ninja Warrior facility. So I started running up the wall, filming myself. They got the wall, they got the salmon ladder, they got everything that's on the show. Anything dealing with swinging, they've got it. So I take myself, after I got decent at doing that stuff, send it in. The next day, NBC called me, I'm on.
Oh, that's so
and
cool.
when I got the call, Oh man, they went bonkers. Like my kids at home, my wife went crazy. When the kids found out at school, they went ballistic. When I put it on social media, the video that I sent American Ninja Warrior, I put it on social media. I got 10,000 hits within like 3 days.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so it was exciting. And when I actually competed on the show, the school did a big send off when I got in my car and left for Miami. It was I would never forget that experience.
So you gotta tell me, how far did you make it on the course? Like, what was the hardest part?
The hardest part, I got to these things called the flying wheels. So I had to swing on this rope to this platform, and there are 3. They look like steering wheels. Jump and grab it.
Okay.
And they're facing the audience.
Okay, gotcha.
But I have to, when you grab it, you only have like 2 inches to hold on to.
Oh man.
So it's like, it may be 1.5 inches. So you got to have really strong arms. And to get up there, you have to jump on the trampoline. So I jumped on the trampoline and I grabbed the first wheel. And I was like, man, this thing is so narrow. So I started swinging, and the next, it's 3 wheels now. The next wheel is 4 feet away. And you have to lachey. So I've lacheyed like 6 feet away. So I'm not worried about how far it is. I'm worried about, can I grip it? So I started rocking, getting momentum, and everybody in the audience, they're going, coach, 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 coach. So I'm pumped, and I swing, and I lachey, and I grab it, and I'm good. I'm good. So I'm like, wow. So the audience is going crazy. I kind of look over, my wife, she's like, you got it, you got it. So, and I had some friends from Miami. They were all there, so they were going bonkers. So now the doubt sits in my mind. The next wheel is like 7 feet away. So I've never lacheyed 7 feet. So I'm like, can I do this? So I'm rocking, getting momentum, and I let go, Brad, and I'm flying. And everybody's screaming. And I was like, dude, I'm gonna make it. So I was so excited to make it that I didn't focus on my fingers. And I didn't lock like I needed to. So I fell in the water. And
How high was it?
Huh?
How high was it?
Oh, it's high. Like the further you go in the course, the higher things get.
Golly.
So, but I was nervous on the first obstacle, like those
things you gotta jump back and forth.
The lily pad. Oh man. And I didn't know, like, they get more steep as you go. So the last one, I was like, when I walked from the curtain and I walked out there and I saw all of that water, I was like, God, please don't let me fall in the water on the first obstacle.
Oh man.
So some guys, they just kind of run and bounce through it with the feet. Yeah. I didn't do that. I wanted to play it safe. I jumped on each one and grabbed it, and I just kind of grabbed it and go. He was like, when you can do something, when you get older, keep doing it. We inspire a lot of people, man.